Yep, there you
You deserve to vacation better. Better views, better adventures, better memories.
Hello, everybody. Sorry for the delay. We're just kind of waiting for ads to go by, and we will welcome you in one moment. And welcome to the 14th gschultz9 live stream. Not that anyone's keeping count, but just in case you are. Welcome, everybody. I know we had about 9 or 10 people waiting. And I would like to wish a happy birthday to my friend Byron, who is in the chat room.
Byron, happy birthday! Very exciting. Wish we had a birthday cake. Or candles. Or something.
And, okay, we got 11 people here now, so I'm going to just kind of like talk a little bit for a couple minutes to let people come in, but I do want to welcome everybody that showed up early. I think one of the sad things about doing these is that one of the things I love is the pre-game chat. Where people show up. And usually Magnus is in there, but I'll get to Magnus in a second. But a bunch of people. We had it was close to 10 people about when we started checking about 10 minutes ago. I know Smitty was. I think he was the first one in the chat. We had James Ortiz, James Murray, Chualor, Spicy Tuna Rolls, Aletha, Marilyn, MFOS, Riker, and we've had some more people join since then. But I do want to say
Ari, Sherlock.
I do want to say welcome to everybody, and I'm so glad you could make it. This was kind of a last minute thing. This morning, it was actually a snow day here, and I actually get to take a snow day from work, which doesn't usually happen. So I was sleeping in, and Mrs. G came into the room. She is an early riser. She came into the room and said, why don't we do a live stream tonight? I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. I didn't plan it. Usually it's like 3 or 4 days in advance. I'd make a thumbnail and put it up and everything, but then I was thinking about it, I was like, yeah, that does make sense. And also the fact that I have a couple of Arctic Field Rations, it just seemed kind of appropriate because it's a pretty Arctic day, as you saw in the thumbnail. So I figured an Arctic Field Ration on an Arctic night makes a lot of sense. So once again, welcome to everybody that's already here, and continue to welcome people as they come. Mrs. G is moderating live on our
Marilyn's
laptop.
Mostly moderating.
Yeah, I was going to mention that in a second. So feel free to let me know as people are coming in and welcome them, because I don't know how Smokey does it, how he does his smoke shows on Saturday, and he keeps up with the chat while he's doing the ration all by himself. Obviously there's times where he won't see things or he won't keep up, but he
just got a super chat,
does a much better job than I do.
You just got a super chat.
I think I put a super chat. Who is that? I don't even see who. I have to give credit where credit is due.
Oh,
Jamie Hammonds.
Thank you, Jamie.
Very awesome. Well, thank you very much for sending.
Let me catch you up on who else is here, because that is just how we roll. What did I say? Was the last person? And there were all these great new names to me. Okay, Sherlock was the last one. Brit MRE, Byron we know, Josh. Hey Josh. Jamie, of course, super chat. Rock on. Renee, Carla Z, Jeff. Hey Jeff. I already said Bob Gaskin.
Oh, Bob is here. I'm going to be talking about him in a second.
And Aletha we already mentioned. Yeah, so this is really exciting. Thanks
awesome.
Guys for coming out.
And so I did want to say, I said Mrs. G is moderating, but she's live moderating, and what I mean is letting me know what's going on, because I can't keep up with it. But I do want to say thank you to Marilyn, because Marilyn is our only other moderator. I probably should make a few more people moderators, but it's always great to see Miss Marilyn in the chat. She's such a great great community member and such a great moderator because she's always around for everyone, which is really awesome. And I guess if I'm talking about Maryland and how wonderful Maryland is, I should also mention Park Avenue. Wait a minute, Park Avenue Coffee. That is the website, right? ParkAvenueCoffee.com for Maryland's gooey butter cakes, which everyone should go and check out. I also want to mention that last stream I tried out a new cheap microphone, and I think I got mixed results from it. It's not, I think the sound was better, but because it's cheap, it also would it was like popping and crackling and cutting out and stuff like that. So this one, I hope everyone can hear. I usually say, can you see and hear us? And I would like if somebody could say that you can. It sounds like you are able to. Sound quality is probably going to be a little bit quieter on this one because we don't have the microphone, but it's just a lot more steady. It's not going to be. Hopefully, it's not going to be cutting out.
Can I also add something else? We don't have background noise because our children
Oh.
are not here. One more thing about this: Bourbon Street, Joe Nola just logged on, and who else? Oh, Jamie Hammonds, you have a new baby. Congrats. Curious Pete just logged on too.
Hey, Pete, welcome.
And yeah, anyway, and Aletha is checking in, but she was septic yesterday, so sending healing vibes, Aletha. That's
Good better, Aletha.
yeah.
I see Miss
that's
Renee. So now I lost track of
And
what I was
John
talking about, but
Kids gone.
oh yeah,
Microphone.
it's kind of weird because all the videos I made before 2 years ago when the world turned upside down, for the most part, 90% of those were just me with nobody else in the house, nobody else in the apartment, and just me with quiet times other than the elevator going up and down and the subway going by. But for the past 2 years, we've been doing the live streams, and it's been a family affair. Basically, every one of the this is the 14th one. The first 13, every one of them, the whole family was here. There was one where Mrs. G and the elder were not here yet, or maybe that both kids weren't, and they came in like 10 minutes into it. Other than that, it's always been all of us. So in this one, the kids are actually up at the grandparents'. It's February vacation from school, so they're getting a couple days up there and having some fun. Actually, sounds like they're having a lot of fun, which is great. And so it's a little bit quieter here, and we don't have to like find a way to make it interesting for them, so they make an appearance. And because of that, there's a couple things that I would have normally done for this video that I'm not going to do. And also, Bourbon Street Nola is here. It's Bourbon Street Joe. It's just a long name. And I do want to say welcome, Bourbon. And he's aware of this because I did write to him. The last stream, I previewed a package from Bourbon Street Joe and said it would be open in the next stream. It's not going to be open in this one because we're going to try and keep this kind of streamlined a little bit as we're going on 10 minutes and I'm rambling on. Trying to keep this one short, let everybody get back to their Friday night. I know it was last minute, and I do appreciate the 27 people who are currently watching. That's really awesome. I wasn't sure how the turnout would be. Figured whoever shows up, it'll be great. I know it's not that much fun to rewatch a live stream after it's gone, not live, after it's gone live on YouTube later on, after processes and whatnot. So obviously, the more people, the merrier when it's live, but did want to keep it short. Oh, so yeah, so the Bourbon Street Joe package, it deserves more attention than we'll be able to give it tonight. And the only thing I can say about it, Mrs. G doesn't even know what's in it. I want to keep it a surprise. I'm aware of some of it. It's something that the kids would be interested in. They're probably not watching.
You're such a good dad. No, they're
so,
not watching. They
so
don't
we're
care about us.
gonna save it for them and some other stuff with Little Monsters. So what we are going to do, we are going to look at an Arctic Field Ration from Minotaur Trading Company. And the interesting thing, I was talking to Black Dog Bob recently, who's in the chat. Oh, I'm sorry. Before I even start, I do have to say again, thank you again to Jamie Harrells for the super chat. I just kind of blurted it out and didn't get enough credit.
Jamie Hammonds.
Jamie Hammonds, yes, because it was.
Yeah.
I wrote
No,
it
you're
down.
all good.
So thank you, Jamie. And back to the Minotaur Trading Company. They've actually phased out the Arctic Field Rations. So these are, I wouldn't say they're collector's items, but now they're things that you don't really see anymore if you don't have them in your stockpile. The other thing to mention about this is the one that's on top here. This is the August 21, 2021 special Bangers and Mash. And anybody who has been with us for the past 6 months or so, if not longer, probably realizes we've already done the Minotaur Trading Company Arctic Field Ration Bangers and Mash. this one is actually on here hiding these two. Because we did this one. It's actually filled with a bunch of other stuff. If we have time, we could get to some of it, but it actually feels like a full ration, but it just has a bunch of neat odds and ends in it. What we are going to be doing is a Arctic Field Ration that came in the $50 mystery box from Minotaur Trading Company that I got a couple months ago, and we opened on one of the recent live streams. So Mrs. G actually isn't aware of what we're going to be eating.
Nope.
And nobody else is either
I
because
was really excited about Banger's Mash.
she did see the box and was like, we're doing Bangers and Mash, and I was like, no, she's like, yeah, I just saw her, sorry I didn't. And I was like, no, we already did that one. Do you remember doing that?
Probably not.
It was a while ago.
It's the beauty of me.
But I had to put it out to hide the other ones because, as I said, she's not aware of it, and nobody else is aware of it because it only said it was going to be an Arctic Field Ration, not which one it was going to be. So we're going to try to make this one a little bit interactive, and we're going to actually let the viewers vote on which one we're going to review. These are, they both have October 2031 inspection dates or Best Buy dates, and it is the Minotaur Trading Company cashew chicken and chili with beans. Mrs. G, do you have a preference of those? I know you just heard this now. What these would be.
Wow. Let's try the cashew chicken.
Okay, don't let that influence anyone else's vote because we're going to go by the chat vote.
Oh my gosh, you didn't tell me that. Okay, so many new people came in, and I don't want to distract you from the work at hand because I am starving.
Can you just type in a quick comment? Just write vote now.
Mad Jack gave a super chat. Thank you, Mad Jack.
Mad Jack, thank you very much.
Mad Jack 815. What do you want me to put in? Cashew chicken. People are voting for cashew
just
chicken.
Put in vote now, real quick, just so we know where to start looking for the votes. And we'll go like about 5 minutes or so. It probably won't take that long, but
it's a clear winner.
Sorry, folks. Thank you, Mad Jack. Really appreciate the super chat. So
chili,
I'm gonna
chili.
we'll just take a couple minutes for the vote. It probably won't take too long for the amount of people who are here. My pros and cons for these. I'm gonna start with the chili with beans. The pro for the chili with beans is that it's like an ultimate comfort food, and it sounds perfect for a stormy, snowy night. Which the snow actually did just end, so we're pretty much done with it. But it's a mess out there. So chili with beans makes a lot of sense for a night like tonight. The negative about it, the con, is that chili with beans is a long-standing MRE entree. So it's kind of like, oh, I've kind of been there, done that, seen that before. But another con, and the second pro is that this is a freeze-dried entree, so it's something I've actually never had, even though the entree itself has the name of something I've had many times.
The chili with beans is a freeze-dried?
They're both, because they're Arctic Field Rations.
I see.
So even though it sounds like something that's done before, and I think I've done at least one review on chili with beans and MREs. This is different because it's freeze dried. So that's the pro, the con, and the pro. The cashew chicken, on the other hand, that's something I've literally never had in a ration. Plus, I also like cashews. Cashews are probably my favorite nut.
Oh my gosh, you are so addicted to cashews.
I'm not addicted to them, but it is probably my favorite nut. I don't want to go overboard, but and I like cashew chicken from like the like Chinese restaurants. So it's something I'm definitely really looking forward to trying. But either of these I would be happy with tonight. And we've heard Mrs. G's vote, but don't let that sway you.
Okay, I mean there are a lot of votes for the chili. Have to say.
Mm-hmm. That's good. I'm glad it's not like a total clear cut, like 10 and 10 to nothing or something. Yep. All right, can you go back to where you put in that chat and maybe just go a little bit above where they first started coming in, and we're just going to count them up. We'll say it's the end of the voting period.
Okay.
And we'll do a quick vote or a quick count. And there's nothing binding and legal about this. This is just us. Don't call it Congress and ask them for a recount or anything.
No.
While we're counting them up, I'm going to open up my beverage for the night.
Give me some paper.
The champagne of beer.
Do you really want me to count? Do you want me to go through this? This is not my superpower. I'm like a generalist.
I've actually already put a thing here for them, but
I can't see that.
I can count if you want. I just figured that you're doing the
Okay, you count. I'm a generalist.
Right,
I'm like, it looks like
Carl
it looks
Z,
like 5 versus 20.
Carl Z had the first one. No, Dub C was up here. Oh, and Jeff. Okay, so a bunch of people before I had a chance to say to you,
Yes.
please put in that thing and we get a, okay, so, going back, I see, I'm gonna do chili first, 1. Two. Sorry, this is not very exciting. 3, 4, 5. Of course, somebody said get a bowl and eat both. You know, that's a very valid point too. 6, 7. Oh no, Smitty, come on, gun talk to the max. Oh yeah, I can only imagine that. Renee, I agree. Seeing the chili 1,000 times, but this is different because this is the freeze dried. Or actually, what is it? Is it like 100 million times?
I have to say, does your constitution get an extra vote? Because I want to say, like, chili this late at night for you, the tomato sauce.
No. Oh God, what just happened? Shoot, where did that go?
What did you do?
I just lost it just jumped. Okay, chili. I don't know if that was 7 or 8. Okay. No, we won't be. And before us, we won't be dropping and kicking any packages today. But it is cold enough to be doing that. Beans take forever to rehydrate. These should be. I'm hoping that these will. That is true as far as when you buy them from the store. But I'm hoping that this, because they're already cooked and everything, it'll just be the same amount of time for both. I don't know. That's actually a good point. Okay, I think 8 was the chili.
8 for chili?
Not a very scientific thing, and it's gonna be hard to beat. We got 30. We're up to 37 now. I know there was a chicken before. Let's see. No, we got chili because it's called cashew chicken from Dub C. Welcome Dub C, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh boy.
5.
Is this for cashew chicken?
6, 7, 8. Okay, looks like 9. All right, looks like it's clear cut. 10, 11. I'm about to call it a game because it's yeah, we got at least 11. And
didn't
of course,
put my vote
Mrs.
in.
G did say that too. So if it had been a tie, that would have been the tiebreaker. But 11, 12. 12 from Joe Paterna. And it just jumped again, but yeah, okay, that's a pretty clear cut. It was about 12 to 8.
Cashew chicken?
Yep.
Ding, ding,
I'm glad to
ding.
hear it. I would have been happy with chili beans,
Yeah.
and we could have done cashew chicken in the future on another show, another stream. But it looks like we are going to be doing the cashew chicken, which I have not opened. These boxes aren't actually sealed. Oh God,
Uh-oh.
you got to be kidding me! I think the light overheated. All right, well.
That's all right.
We
Moving on.
had improved lighting, but
I'll go
it's
get the
probably
light.
going to be a few minutes, and hopefully I'll be able to just turn it back on. I'm going to lower this a little bit so we can get a little bit closer view. This freaking don't like cheap out like I do and get like cheap equipment. I'm like, yes, I'm finally updating. I'm finally upgrading and getting lighting and getting sound, and now I'm not even using the microphone, and now the light's not working. But what are you gonna do? I don't know. Just let that be a lesson to everyone. Yeah, I probably should be using a different charger because this thing really does get hot quick. Not a good sign.
All right,
Bad
cashew
equipment.
chicken. Moving on.
Yeah, so as I said, Black Dog Bob, this is a brand new video, MRENation.com, MRE Nation YouTube channel, which has now been rebranded Minotaur Trading Company, which makes a lot of sense because I believe MRE Nation is officially gone. It doesn't exist anymore. Don't quote me on that. But go to the website, MRE Nation is gone. Go to the website, Minotaur Trading Company, MinotaurTradingCompany.com. Go to the website to see the latest. And if you put in MRE Nation in YouTube, you'll still come up with a channel. It's been rebranded Minotaur Trading Company, but you can still search for it by MRE Nation. So if I haven't totally confused you, go to their channel. And Bob just about an hour and a half ago uploaded a new video that has a lot to do with the new direction the company's going in. And as I said, they phased out the Arctic Field Ration. They used to do like standard, they weren't standard, but they used to do MREs. That was the first thing that MRE Nation did. And I have to admit, I do miss those old days of MRA Nation when they had the accessory packs, you know, the 1, 2, 3, all the different versions of the accessory packs, and just some of the cool stuff that they would put in there. But then they just, you know, they kept doing all kinds of interesting things, and obviously Minotaur kicked it up a notch, and they have all the gigantic 72-hour rations based on the Greek mythology and everything. But yeah, check out Bob's video. I don't have a link to it, but like I said, if you go to MRA Nation on YouTube, you'll find the channel. The video is just uploaded today. And I will tell you the name of the new ration. It's a bit of a mouthful. He didn't use this, but I'm going to say that it's the FDMCIAM. You know, I can get royalties from that if that catches on. I don't think it'll catch on. But what it is, it's the well, what they did recently was they did new versions of old K rations and MCIs, and they started putting stuff in cans, just doing all kinds of interesting things. So this new one is called the Freeze-Dried Meal Combat Individual Arctic and Mountain. One more time, that was the Freeze-Dried Meal Combat Individual Arctic and Mountain. It's a bit of a mouthful, but basically you're going to be getting freeze-dried entrees like you get in the Arctic Field Ration. But it's going to come in cans, and it has an inspection date that's 20 years from production and a best by date that's 30 years from production. So that's all some pretty cool stuff. And I don't want to talk too much about it because now we're at 7:20. So let's see what's in this cashew chicken Arctic Field Ration, which I wish I could shed light on, but I unfortunately do not have light yet. So, as I said, I have not even seen what's in here, and I've never had the cashew chicken. Oh. That's a cool touch. These would not last until October 2031, but how cool is this? A couple fortune cookies.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, one of them's really smashed, but that's a really cool touch. I didn't expect that. We have a little accessory pack, a little spork, Smarties.
Accessory
Now,
packs.
let's go ahead and open it up. And we probably will be trying out the coffee. Mrs. G's not going to want to drink too much because she's not going to want to.
It's weird though. I had my coffee late today.
Taster's choice. Oh, this is.
I'm gonna have a sip.
Yeah, well, I figured you'll definitely have a sip because you're much better at reviewing coffee than I am. For me, it's like, oh, it tastes like coffee. We have Taster's Choice, which Taster's Choice is the one that's always a problem in the MREs, I believe. But this is different type of packaging. And yeah, obviously this fresh. We have a little spork, nice touch. Smarties, which if the creatures were here, the little one would enjoy seeing that. And this is the U.S. Smarties, which for me this is Smarties. Since I was a kid, this is what I thought of as Smarties. I'm sure it's what Mrs. G thinks of as Smarties.
Totes.
But in Canada and some other places, Smarties I believe are a candy covered chocolate, kind of like, I don't want to say but kind of like an M&M sort of a thing. But that's a different story. And so not going to have any arguments here tonight. I know we have some friends from north of the border here. And I'm sure to them, Smarties is something different.
You're up to 43 watching right now.
43. That's
Wow.
not bad. Yeah, so then to round out the accessory pack, we have a moist towelette. We have non-dairy coffee creamer, some sugar, and some salt and pepper.
Nice.
And everything you need. We also have a trail mix, fruit and nut. I am just going to attempt one more time. It's possible that it's the... hey, look at that, we have light.
Ding, ding, ding.
Trail mix, fruit and nut. I don't know how long it's going to last, but... a second trail mix, fruit and nut. We'll open one of those, we'll save one. We have some Skyflakes, crackers. Oh, cracker sandwich.
Oh
I
my
thought these
gosh,
I thought these were
love
just
that.
like Skyflakes crackers, but it's actually a cracker sandwich. I'm getting that actually made me hungry seeing that. That's pretty cool.
Is it white chocolate?
Are these it kind of looks like it, or it's
Let's just start
some
there.
kind of a cream thing. Oh, condensed
Condensada,
condensada,
milk.
sweet milk flavor. Awesome. I didn't even read that. And are these
There's your
made? Where are these made, Mrs. G? Would you care to? Philippines. That's what I thought. Yeah, these are from the Philippines.
Philippines.
We also have some cream cheese icing, which I'm not
Ooh.
sure if that's for
We
the
just had a big discussion
Skyflakes.
about cream cheese icing in our house, didn't we?
Oh, yeah, we kind of did, didn't we? We have an orange breakfast drink. So that must be like Tang, as
Yum.
opposed to a regular orange beverage powder.
Got the vodka ready.
And we have a grape drink mix. We may just do one of those. We'll have to figure out which one we want to do. Oh, look at this. Broccoli cheese soup. Not quite kale. There's the
No.
kale reference, everyone. Ding, ding,
Ding, ding,
ding.
ding, ding.
Have your drink. If you're doing the drinking game, but tonight's not going to be a very good drinking game. You're going to have a drink just sitting there because we're not really going to talk a lot about kale tonight. But broccoli cheese soup, that sounds good. This is going to take 4 to 6 ounces of hot water. And let stand 6 minutes. Oh, yeah, we should get right to it because we do have to try to reconstitute this stuff. And the final thing is the cashew chicken.
Oh, here's Smokey. All right.
Directions.
I'm
Remove
gonna,
oxygen absorber. Add 10 ounces. Of course, there's like lines going through right here. Oh, I just saw our super chat. Look, I saw that. The Brit MRE. Thank you very much, Brit MRE.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much.
In English sterling.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much, Brit MRE. Really appreciate it. I like the little thumbs up emoji guy
Nice,
thing too.
cute.
That's cute.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have the Minotaur Trading Company. Believe in yourself, even when no one else will.
Did you hear
Data-
me say Smokey's here?
Oh, Smokey, welcome, Smokey.
Yeah.
I heard you, but I was in the middle of something else, and so I didn't. Welcome, Smokey. Glad you can make it, and thank you for the post about it because 3/4 of the people that are here are probably here because of that. Really appreciate it. So, like I said, of course, these little lines are going through the instructions, but I can see add 10. Oh, what is it? Actually, I can't see. I think it looks like it says 8 to 10 ounces. Would you say that's what that says?
Let me see.
I see 10 ounces, but there's also a 10
10.
right there. But do you see
Yeah.
that right there?
Oh.
Add.
Oh.
It seems like
Yeah,
this is
maybe.
8.
And what
We'll
is
probably
it?
go with
It's-
8.
It's soup?
This is the cashew chicken.
Oh, that's the cashew. So we go low.
Yeah, we'll go a little bit low just to be safe. Close and shake bag. Let's stand for 10 minutes. Season to taste and eat. Ingredients: freeze-dried shredded chicken, dehydrated white rice, freeze-dried corn, dehydrated carrots, freeze-dried chives, cashews, dry, lime pepper, and garlic.
Yum.
Not a ton of ingredients. That's nice. Nice clean little list there.
How much water do you? You said 8 to 10, but you need
Yeah,
water for
yeah,
other things. So
8
how
to 10
much do you want me to
ounces
fill it up?
and 4 to 6 ounces for the broccoli cheese soup. Boy, yeah, I guess we better do one at a time. You can use both those things if you want. 4 to 6 ounces for the so the little one can have like
6.
4 or 5, and then the big one can have we'll go 8. We'll go with the
4 and
lower.
8.
So while Mrs. G is getting the water, thank you,
Okay.
Mrs. G. She's busy moderating and also sous chefing. Caitlin, I don't know if I said welcome to you. John Petruna, welcome. The Brit MRE, I know I said thank you for the super chat, but I never actually said welcome, so welcome. Welcome to the show. Curious Pete, I know I did say welcome, but I want to say that again. I'm sorry I'm not keeping up with the chat, especially like Curious Pete's witty comments. I know he's probably made quite a few. Readiness Rations, welcome. Dub C, and I kind of mentioned you, but I do want to say welcome. And I did want to mention that I realized that why am I blanking?
Okay, incoming.
Oh, okay, we got some water. Oh, yeah, I haven't
Yeah.
opened these up. I'll
So
think
which
about
one do you want first? Here's the 8 ounces.
Yeah, let's take a quick look at these.
Here's your 8.
Okay.
Here's your 4.
And it almost looks like a cheesy beverage-based powder. Let's see how that smells. Yeah,
Nice, huh?
definitely getting the cheese from that.
Yep. Smells like.
Of course,
Kraft.
these have nice, yeah, it's kind of like macaroni and cheese kind of a cheese smell. That should make sense. You can see little flecks of green for the broccoli. It doesn't look like it has big chunks or anything, but I'm sure it's going to have some good flavor. Magnus, I'm sorry, that was what I was trying to say before. Magnus is not able to join us, and it's actually the second one in a row he wasn't able to join us. He was recovering from a booster shot the last time, and this time he's just really busy and really occupied. And one thing we haven't really touched on, and I don't really want to get too much into it, but there is a war going on, which is scary news, and I certainly don't mean to make light of it or anything, but it seems like a good time to have a good time on a Friday night. You know, like we have to keep the positives in mind too. But thoughts going out to subscribers in Europe, which this isn't. It's not calling it a world war is a little bit of a disservice, but it is a global war because anytime a major country, a superpower, is involved in it, it's going to affect the world, even if only on a financial scale. You know what I mean? Like with the money markets and stuff like that. But most likely, it's going to affect on other levels too. And people who are closer to it than us here in the U.S., it's going to affect them a lot quicker and probably a lot harder. So thoughts are going out. Magnus said he has friends who have relatives that live in the Ukraine, so they're really very directly touched by that. But back to the ration, I did remember to take out the oxygen absorber, which I think it's only once that I didn't, but I've kind of become known for doing that, for not taking out the oxygen absorber. So there we can see it was rice in there. So it's like a rice and chicken dish, and I can see a couple of the cashews. That's nice. I can see corn, and I can see some chicken. Some very light chicken. Waiting for water to reconstitute it. Let's see, was this carrot? No, that's another cashew. I don't want to eat any of these. Usually I'll eat something dry just to try it, but I really kind of want to have everything in the dish because it looks like it's going to be really good. All right, so we'll start with this one because this is going to take.
This is your 8 to 10, right?
This is going to take.
So this is 8.
10 minutes, so we're gonna have to chat a little bit. This
That's
one's
8.
Okay. Oh, okay. You didn't use the large doohickey.
Large
Okay, that was the.
doohickey is used for something else.
Okay, thank you. And we will actually. I know we have the spork, but I do have a couple MRE spoons handy. I always like to have them handy. I just want to make sure I stir that up nicely. And this, I think this is gonna be good with 8. Obviously, I realize that it does soak up the stuff and it gets a lot less liquidy, but right now it looks like this is
Somebody
gonna...
recommended crushed red pepper, so I'm gonna go get that.
All right, Mrs. G will have that with hers. I will actually skip that myself because it's not really my thing, but it's definitely Mrs. G's thing. It's a G thing, baby, but not
It's
this
not
G.
your thing?
No.
It's a Mrs. G thing?
Mm-hmm. All right, 7:30 that went in. Okay.
Okay.
Really being scientific about this. And then we have the 4 ounces, correct?
Yep.
All right. For the broccoli cheese soup. And then we'll pull out the...
That probably doesn't need much time at all, does it?
oh, God.
Oh,
Doesn't
God.
seem like it would. It does say 6 minutes, yeah. So,
You need a napkin or something?
yeah, at some point. Now, because this was a powder, it's going to need a little... Oh, actually, this is nice because it's the... with the gusseted bottom, it actually... It comes to it's not like a sharp corner like on the Mountain House bags and many other ones where it's really hard to make sure you get it all mixed up. So I think I could have just shaken this up without having to even stir it. So that's kind of cool. But I really want to make sure everything's nicely constituted. So there we go. Preview taste.
Yeah.
Tastes good. Alrighty. We'll put this to the side. Put this to the back. Oh, and
So you have some setup.
I don't. We may not need any of this, but there's a bunch of extras too from the mystery box and a couple of things I had left over that we've been trying to get to for a long time.
Let me see.
Including, actually, they might not be in here. This might be just the stuff. There's that root beer float, which I don't think is in here. It's not actually. But even without that, there is the butterscotch mousse with walnuts. Whoa, that sounds like something Miss G would like.
Yes.
Yeah, trail mix, chocolate mousse. That's something I would like. And we have an Arnold Palmer. That might actually be good to add something to. Oh, you don't need to look at these now. So I'm seeing what they are. And peanut butter chocolate delight. Save the best for last. Semi-sweet chocolate chips. Oh, actually, that's interesting. I thought this was a dessert, but it's actually it's like a trail mix kind of thing. Semi-sweet chocolate chips, peanut butter chips, and chopped peanuts. I'm gonna have to check that one out. It's not part of this ration, but I may have to give that one a look. It sounds tasty.
Cool.
All right. Get this out onto a tray, as they say, as they're wont to say. What do we have here? Grape or orange? I'm not going to do a big vote. Mrs. G, what do you say? Grape, orange?
Oh, sorry, I was reading the chat. I say orange.
Chatterized, chat mesmerized, orange. Oh, really? I was gonna say grape.
Oh, you were?
Mostly just because the orange is a breakfast drink, I just
Yeah.
figured grape will be a little.
That's so cute that you think so.
All right, Mrs. G said orange, so we're
No,
gonna
no,
go with
no.
orange.
Go,
No,
go grape.
Nope.
No. Oh,
I will say it's that's the orange is 140 calories, and the grape is a lean 110 calories.
oh boy. Yeah, could have shaved something off there.
10 to 12 ounces. I just want to make sure these are both. Oh, that's interesting. The orange takes 10 to 12 ounces, which actually was good because we can put it in this glass, whereas the grape takes 12 to 14 ounces, which is nice. It gives you a little bit more.
I actually have water in here. You want this?
Sure, if you want to give us a little less than 12 ounces, which is, I'll let you see that. And yeah, we'll go ahead and make that. Oops, we got the tear notches on this side. So I hope everybody's having a good
Do you want to put the dry in first?
Friday. No, that's all right. Hope everybody's having a good Friday and a good weekend coming up.
Yeah, I'm all disoriented what day it is.
Mrs. G actually has. I didn't even give you a chance to say hi.
Oh my god.
We just kind of like you got into the hosting.
I know.
Stuff. But
Well,
Mrs.
hello everyone.
yeah, Mrs. G is actually doing some.
that
I'm
what
just
you
gonna
want?
take it. I was just thinking there's a little bit less, but that's all right. It is supposed to be 12, so
Go a little bit less. Drink some. Water's good for you.
I said 10 to 12, so we'll go with like 11.
Wow. This is as much water as you've had like
Bill.
probably in a month.
Yeah, Mrs. G is actually doing some outdoor training tomorrow in
Yep.
the snow. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, we're doing a training in I don't know, it's a 5-hour training with snowshoes and spikes and it's winter navigation and luckily it just snowed so the conditions will be fantastic. It'll be 30 degrees so I would consider that pretty warm for New England outside activities and I'll be there with my fellow Girl Scout leaders.
And this was a couple days ago where we got up to almost 70
Yeah.
before we
I
get
know.
this big snowstorm.
I know.
But sorry to interrupt.
Anyway, super excited about that.
Yeah, and I interrupted you saying hello to mention your training. So if you want to say hello anymore, that's fine too. Cheers, everyone.
Yeah, so that's I'm really looking forward to that. It'll be my first training. Gosh, what was the last training I did?
Wasn't there one last spring?
Oh yeah. You're right. It was a canoe training. We learned how to flip a canoe and get back in.
That's right.
And
That was like in the spring, right? It was like less than a year ago, wasn't it?
yeah. So anyway, it was very exciting.
Yeah, speaking of which, Mrs.
to
G
be back in it.
does have a channel. We sort of talked about this a little bit last time. Two streams ago, she actually started a channel basically just so she could moderate the chat for the live streams. And a lot of people were like, "Oh, where's Mrs. G's videos?" And she actually didn't really have intentions to do videos. It was just basically having a channel. So it wasn't on mine because I can't do it because that's causes problems with the monetization.
Mm-hmm.
But it is something to think about if people want to say what Mrs. G should do. I mean, obviously the obvious thing is doing ration reviews because that's what my channel is. But she could do videos about her outdoor activities with the kids,
Oh my gosh.
being a scout leader and everything, or she can do stuff with her art. She's an artist. She went to an art school, so, which I'm sure a lot of people don't know. There's so many things that everybody here in this wonderful community don't know about each other. We know that we're all interested in rations. That's where everything kind of intersects, but then we have all these other things about ourselves too.
Yes, we do.
Anyway, here's the trail mix fruit and nut, which I'm like putting my hand through the tripod to show you this. I'm just going to open up one of these. Actually, as a matter of fact, if we hadn't done this, you could have taken the orange beverage powder with you and the other trail mix for your training tomorrow. That probably wouldn't have been a bad idea. But oh God.
Oh, geez.
Let's see what we have here. We have, I mean, I can't see them, but raisins, dried pineapple. Ooh, well, that's one of my favorites. Dried apricots. That's not one of my favorites, but it's one of Mrs. G's favorites. Banana chips, almonds, dried papaya, dried cranberries. Another one of my favorites, and walnuts. Another one of Mrs. G's favorites. So nice combination of our favorites.
This is really interesting the way this is turning out. And I have to say, Old Smoky is in favor of me doing some videos.
Mm-hmm.
He says I have the voice for it.
Ooh,
I don't know
interesting.
if I
This
can
is the second
rival
one.
your voice.
Who's your Smokies or mine?
Well, both of you, but speaking mainly, you.
Yeah,
G. Schultz.
it was worth going down on the floor to get because it was a piece of pineapple.
I thought you were gonna
Well,
say
thank you for saying
found
that.
money on the
I found
floor.
money on the floor. I found some gum down here. Remember, if you find gum
Oh,
under
my gosh.
under something, it's not free candy.
Okay, I'm starving. Give me a little nut or something.
Oh, yeah,
Just-
Oh, yeah, here.
It's almost 8 o'clock. You haven't given me
Apricot.
anything. That's what you're giving me?
Yeah, because it's something I don't like.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Actually, what was this? This was the Oh, papaya. Okay.
Ooh, Carla agrees. Thanks, Carla.
All
All right, I gotta think about it.
check out the Skyflakes cracker sandwich. I'm looking forward to that. I've never had this. I've had Skyflakes crackers before, but I've never had this. Smokey, if you're still around, I just wanted to confirm you'll be going out live tomorrow. And if you want to give any kind of a preview, I don't want to spoil anything because I don't know what it's going to be. But if you feel like saying, "Hey, I get something cool tomorrow," feel more than free to mention that. Skyflakes sweet milk flavor cracker sandwich, and it is one. It has 3 crackers with sandwich stuff between them. Almost smells like coconut. I shouldn't have said that. I should have said, "What do you think this smells like?" I mean, it's definitely vanilla, like a milk kind of a flavor, but it doesn't smell. But do you get a little bit of like a coconut smell?
But
Crackers, wheat flour, vegetable shortening.
oh my
Oh.
gosh, can I eat this now?
It has coconut and palm oils. I wonder if that's
see,
why.
You do smell that. Yeah. Good news.
Interesting.
Good news.
Good
there,
news,
G.
nose.
Schultz.
Thank you. All right, yeah. Wheat flour, vegetable shortening, coconut and palm oils, which is in parentheses is part of the vegetable shortening. Coconut oil. After the coconut and palm oils is also coconut oil. Iodized salt, sugar, sodium, blah, 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 blah. So that's all
Old
that.
Smoky confirmed.
And I'm guessing
Tomorrow
the
will
cream
be
cheese.
awesome. Super
Nice.
rare Canadian U.S. mixed civilian ration that Bourbon
Whoa.
Street Joe sent.
Sounds cool. Yeah, I mean,
Sounds amazing.
yeah, the
All right,
Smoky shows are
10-minute
definitely more have more like the hardcore kind of cool rations than mine. I mean, mine is like commercially available new. I mean, we've done old ones too. We've done like MREs from the '80s, but I don't want to poison Mrs. G or anything.
I appreciate that.
I'm
Okay.
tempted to not open this just because it's something that would be good for something else, but because we're gonna pretty much have to put it on the crackers, I guess, right? I mean, we could put it on the
What is it?
fortune cookies, the cream cheese icing.
Oh yeah, that's gotta be.
It almost feels like a wait. Oh,
yeah.
you know what? Bring out what you made today.
You're
This is
gonna put that on what I made?
it's possible.
Oh,
I mean, it doesn't have icing. It doesn't have frosting, or as you hate me saying, icing.
It's-
See, it says icing right here. She made fun of me for calling the stuff you put on cupcakes icing.
No, I just said, what are you from?
Oh, I was gonna say you could bring out that whole big thing, the whole
I
tray.
just said, what are you
So-
from 1950?
One of the things that Mrs. G was doing today, in addition to like all kinds of not fun stuff that we were doing, is with dealing with finances and you know insurance and all that stuff. You know, it's not really like snow day stuff, but we did get out for a walk. But she also did some baking, and she made these flourless chocolate cupcakes. Is there any other words you would use to describe them?
Delicious.
They're
It's
delicious.
almost like a chocolate souffle. They're light and airy. I mean, it's
And-
eggs, butter, chocolate, sugar.
And what makes you
Oh my god.
want to make a cupcake or a cake or something like that without flour? It's because when none of us are allergic to flour or anything like that.
It's just a recipe. It's just a different
It's just a thing.
consistency. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot of times it's when people make a flourless chocolate tort, it's dense and delicious and not light and airy. This is actually more like a little souffle. It's light and oh my god, I'm lucky I just took down one of them. I could have
Guess these
eaten
green
18 of them.
little green things in there. I'm not sure where those came from. It's sort of weird. Let me stir that up again. See if they disappear. I didn't drop anything in there. I don't think. I'll take them out. Yeah. So I just realized that those are there. We have like a dozen of them, right? She's already given some away, but they don't have frosting on them because they're just special as they are. But as much as she's insulted by this thought, because we have a whole ounce of cream cheese icing, and that's going to be quite a bit for these Skyflakes. I think I might try a little bit on a cupcake. And hope you're not too offended.
I don't be offended. You were just hilarious because you had a come to Jesus moment with me after the Super Bowl when I made red velvet cupcakes with cream cheese frosting, and you had to sit me down and tell me that you did not like cream cheese frosting.
That's the thing. It's not that I don't like it. It's just it's not my thing. I would rather just have.
You were just.
You're making it sound like I'm so difficult, but it's just that it like.
I
So
didn't say
yeah, we
that.
went to a little
Just
Super
your
Bowl. We went to some friends for the
contradiction.
Super Bowl, and Mrs. G made these really nice cupcakes, right? Yeah, really nice cupcakes. They were red velvet, which she used to hate, and now she realizes she doesn't hate them anymore. And
It's 'cause I found a
a
good
request
recipe.
from the hosts was no cream cheese frosting, please. So she made a little bit extra frosting that wasn't, and put it on the side, so they wouldn't get confused. And after 20 plus years of being with Mrs. G, I finally told her that I also am not a particular
Fan.
It's fan is like too strong. Yeah, I'm not, like I don't hate it, but cream cheese frosting is not my thing. Basically, is what I'll say.
And I pretty much didn't believe you.
Yeah, that's true. That's the thing. That's part of why I didn't want to tell you, because I had a feeling you weren't going to believe
This
me.
confirms the fact that you're going to put this on my beautiful flourless chocolate cupcake.
Yeah, I don't see. I mean, I've had one. I've had one. I really enjoyed it. But to me, a cupcake has frosting on it, in general. And I don't think that's insulting, but I can see that you're insulted by the fact. I'm sorry about that.
I'm not insulted. I'm just cracking up over the cream cheese.
We do still have to make the coffee too. And since there's like war stuff going on, I do have my Desert Shield / Desert Storm mug. We'll use that tonight.
Okay, you're at 15-minute mark for
Yeah,
cashew
yeah.
chicken.
No, I mean more time is better than less. So it's fine. It's okay. I will need some. Is the water hot?
Okay. Go get it for coffee.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let me put this in quick. And while you do that, I'll start plating this stuff. Taster's Choice. Is that the one with Raoul or Francais? What was it? Remember that? Is
Oh.
Was that Taster's Choice? Like that cafe in France with
that commercial from like
that's like
the
series
80s?
of commercials. Yeah.
Oh God. I don't know.
No, it wasn't Raoul because it's not a French name, but.
Gilly's here.
Oh, hey. There you go.
And Linda was here, but she went away. But I think she'll.
Oh, well, that's really cool because I mentioned it to a couple of my sisters that we're going live tonight, and they both had plans tonight. I'm thinking like, okay, it's a snowy night, everybody's gonna be stuck at home, and
Look,
why not watch?
Everybody has more of a life than you do.
Why
Let's
not
just
watch
say
some
that.
MREs and stuff? But they both had plans, so they were both able to at least check in, which is great. I don't know how strong.
Half?
Yeah, that should be plenty.
Okay.
I think half will be enough to make this T62 disappear, and also.
Oh, speaking of coffee, the other ingredient that
Actually-
these flourless chocolate cupcakes is espresso powder. and
Oh,
vanilla.
really?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
That's what makes it kind of rich.
Well, Mr. G is also known for liking certain things that I don't like, and
Yes.
neglecting to remember that I don't like them. Like the time we went to get ice cream when we were on vacation about 10 years ago. It was this great ice cream place, but I just didn't feel like getting ice cream at the moment. And she came out with this big, it wasn't a cone, but it was like a big cup full of like 2 giant scoops of ice cream. And she got 2 different kinds. She's like, do you want some? I'm like, yeah, what kind is it? She said, it's peach and coconut. And there's like the 2
I was so proud of myself.
the
I was
2
like, these
ice
are
creams that I
fabulous
don't
flavors.
like, and I pretty much like any ice cream other than that. But it was kind of funny. I think we're gonna leave it black because that's how Mrs. G takes her coffee anyway, and we want to see how it tastes.
Oh, Linda is here. They're just driving.
Oh, that's awesome! Thanks for joining us, Lillian and Lloyd's. We do have the sugar and the creamer in case we need it, and salt and pepper in case we need it, and the cream cheese icing. And I did not plate any of this stuff. So here is the broccoli and cheese soup, and it's definitely soupy. It almost looks like it's got a little what's the word I'm thinking of on the top, like a little like as if you had
You
cooked.
want a bowl? Oh, you're putting it in that?
Yeah, yes, actually probably would have been better in a bowl, but that's fine. Yeah, you see here like it's like too late now. It's
I'm like watching you do that. I'm like, where is that going?
I was thinking like,
Oh my
okay, we
gosh.
have a side, we have
It
a
is
main.
circular.
It makes
Like,
sense.
why not?
Oh, I did have a little chunk in here that didn't get mixed. I guess
Oh,
I
dear.
should have mixed that a little bit better, but that's all right. Just stirring it up now, so it'll be a nice, really, really thick soup. The rest of it, we're not putting all of it in there because of the effect
Oh my
of
God,
the
that's so
spillover.
funny.
It is, and now I'm actually gonna get a taste of it because I gotta clean the
Okay,
spoon
but
off.
here's a conundrum. Now where are you gonna put your coffee?
I can stay right here. I mean, this is
Fine.
meant for food, so
Fine.
coffee can stay off the plate, off the tray. And now for, drum roll please, the star of the show, the cashew chicken. Actually, let me just make sure. There's no reason to shake it at this point because it's probably pretty solid, but. And look at that, that's soaked up all that water.
Is there enough water in it, you think?
I think so. We'll find out if it's crunchy, but it seems like it's good, and we left it in longer, so it should be well constituted.
Peppery.
Yeah, a little bit of pepper. I definitely am smelling the chicken. I know it's just like plain white chicken, but I'm definitely smelling a little bit. Oh, there's a little bit of liquid still in there. Okay, so
Yum.
yeah, what do we have? Freeze dried shredded chicken, lime pepper and garlic. Freeze dried chives. Those are the only things that would give it that. It doesn't have like a pepper specifically, but
Would you just say lime pepper?
yeah, I don't know what that is.
Like instead of lemon pepper, lime pepper, like lime zest, black pepper.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, this is one of the things that Murray Nation was doing for a long time. They were putting a lot of interesting flavor enhancers. Yeah, that's what they were calling them, I think. There was true lemon, true lime, pizza flavoring, I think. There was a whole bunch of things. Just putting as much of this as I can on here just to show how much
Do you
we
remember
got.
there was a while ago
Still
I
a
was
good
putting
amount.
lime pepper on everything.
Lemon pepper, yeah.
What did I say? Lime pepper? I don't know.
Yeah,
Lemon
you
pepper.
got confused by the by
Yeah.
this one. I do remember that. I remember getting that
Oh my gosh.
little
I was
shaker.
So addicted to that.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting pepper. I guess it
Yeah, let me
must be
smell it again.
must be the lime pepper because I just licked the little off the side.
Yeah,
right?
it's the
So-
lime.
It does have some pepper. Like the smell, I'm guessing I might want to add a little bit of salt, but it definitely smells fine. And I think that's it because we're gonna skip the grape drink mix. And I apologize that it's not a complete 100% review, but I think this is gonna be enough for us. And we're
This is amazing.
going
I'm
on
so
50
happy with
minutes. This is actually pretty cool. We're 50 minutes in,
Uh-huh.
and the meal is plated. So let's try some while it's warm. Soup first.
Yep.
This is gonna be a little bit dangerous. Let me see if I can get it to you without it dripping.
Oh. Okay. Trying.
I don't think it shouldn't be too hot now.
Oh my gosh. Basically.
Basically,
You know what I'm thinking? It's like liquid mac and cheese. Super comforting.
doesn't
Creamy.
surprise me after that, the way it smelled.
Can I use the spork? Or is that only for you?
Yeah, or you can use this other spoon.
Never mind. I wanted the spork.
Yeah, it does have like we noticed
Right.
when it was in powder form. It kind of smelled like the powdered powdered cheese from mac and cheese. Yeah, it is. It's like a mac and cheese sauce.
I like it though.
I can't say I'm tasting broccoli.
Nope,
because
that's
it's,
what I was gonna
it's
say.
those little flakes. There's a little piece here, but there may be something in it.
Little bits. I just got a little
yeah,
broccoli bit.
it
But yeah.
has a little bit
definitely-
extra flavor. I just bit
I
into
like
a
it.
little bit. Yeah, I definitely like it. In fact, let's put the rest of it in here. This is the thick part because this is the part that had some that hadn't
Oh, boy.
reconstituted.
You want more water?
No. I just
You
we
don't.
can try it two different ways. No, because it's plenty of water. It's just that
Oh, I see. You want to try it.
it
like
hadn't
thick.
I hadn't mixed it. That's what she said.
Good boy.
I hadn't mixed it up well enough. But yeah, I'll try it like that.
You know why we're so efficient? Kids are not around.
Ooh,
Plus, no guinea pigs.
this is like concentrated. Take a little bit.
No, I don't know if I want to. Okay, I'm trying it.
I think it's better because I almost thought this could have used a little salt, despite being
That's pure
that false. It's what?
That's like pure salt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Lust.
now
Happy.
I'm taking back the fact that it needs salt because the only reason it needs salt is because I didn't mix it up well enough. So
Yep.
it's very good. It's a very tasty soup. Like the French Village.
What?
Yeah, my favorite line. Has anyone seen the French Village? It's a
Oh yes.
French TV show that ran for like 7 seasons about the Germans occupying France in World War II.
Oh my god, we are addicted to this series.
It's a good show. And I'm gonna try a little bit of this, and then Mrs. G will try. Or you can try it at the same time if you want,
Yeah,
since you
it's
do
a
have a spoon.
French.
It's a French series that came out, when did we say it? 2009?
2009, I think it started.
Yeah.
Chicken is fully reconstituted. I'm glad we waited that extra bit just to be sure. Because it's always kind of disappointing when you get that crunchiness. I had chicken in that first bite, but I didn't have cashew. So in this one I'm going to get everything else. We get a little of the cashew, a little corn, a little carrot. And this is it tastes a lot like I mean, it's like weird to say, but chicken and rice, because I know chicken and rice is a pretty common freeze-dried meal. I tasted the lime, and that well, actually a lot. I think it's kind of into this carrot bit here.
Here, load me up.
Yeah,
And then you just use that.
I'm going to give you some of this section because I know it has the lime flavor, and I want to make sure you get a little chicken in with that too. But I don't think there is in this. Doesn't seem to be a ton of chicken, but there's a good amount of the cashews. Yeah, so I was saying it tastes a lot like chicken and rice, meaning the entree chicken and rice, which is generally kind of a bland thing, and it could use salt in it, salt, pepper, whatever you want to put in it, some hot sauce. But there we go. But this does have it does have more flavor, and it's definitely pepper in there. The lime pepper is a genuine pepper, apparently.
Yeah.
Form of pepper.
Oh, I really like this.
And that, I always say that when you hear that from Mrs. G, that means a lot, because she's not a really huge ration fan or anything.
Because it's not a heavy stew soup based MRE.
Mm-hmm. One of the advantages of the freeze dried meals, definitely, they're lighter to carry, and they do come off a lot more like an actual home cooked meal. MREs, it's very rare that you're eating it and you're like, oh, this kind of tastes like something I would have made myself or something, because it always has that sort of artificialness to it. And obviously this is still, it's still a ration type of thing, and it's made by machines and whatnot, but it does taste a lot more like real food, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like it. Here,
And-
can you give me some of this? As long as you don't need the Pyrex.
And I don't think it really doesn't need anything either.
Nope.
You could put a little salt on it, but the pepper is, it's giving it enough flavor, not a kick, but enough, flavor.
All right, I'm gonna try it with red pepper flake.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was recommended, right?
Mhm.
And I'm gonna just slightly gun dog it and make it cheesy. Cheesy
Oh,
cashew
that's a
chicken.
great idea.
Let's try this. And I can't really imagine it not being good, because it's I like both of the individual things. Yeah, that's good too. You want to try a little bit of that? I didn't make a ton of it. I think I prefer them separate, but it's not bad. They kind of clash a little bit.
Yeah, they do. Because the brightness of the lime doesn't exactly gel with the cheesy.
This
So
is good though.
It's separate in my book, but it's not bad.
I don't think we're gonna need to get something else for dinner. I think this is our
I
dinner.
know it. I know.
All right, and
Yeah.
we still have the
All
trail
right.
mix. Give Mrs. G a little bit of everything here. Here's some raisins, some papaya, some walnut, I didn't realize almond was part of it. Yeah, almonds and walnuts. Okay. There's a little bit of almost
Where's the walnut?
everything.
I didn't see a walnut.
Yeah, it's right here. It's kind of disguised because it's got the skin on it, but yeah, almond, walnut, some raisins, papaya. There was actually only one apricot in there, which is interesting, but you did have that.
You gave
Was
it
that good?
Yeah.
With some banana
Mhm.
and pineapple. So a little bit of everything else put right here.
Thank you.
And
Walnut.
this is good. It seems to be slightly sweet. One of the problems I have with a lot of the trail mixes and MREs is that they don't have salt. Like if it's just like a nut mix with like peanuts, almonds, sunflower seeds. It's a definitely a nice thing to be carrying around with you, but they don't put any salt in it. which just seems funny because everything else in MRE is so loaded with salt. I mean, I guess they're, you know, maybe they figure that's enough, but it's always a little bit too bland. But this it's not really a salty thing because it's mostly fruit, but it does seem like it has a little bit of sweetness to it, which could just be coming from the dried fruit. But this is
It's
good.
a good mix.
Yeah, and
I
it's
like it.
and it's kind of moist too. It's not like just nuts. It's a very dry thing. Even though these are dried fruits, it's like kind of juicy, you know. It's not bad. You don't get a ton in it, but it is nice that you end up you get 2 of them in this one. It doesn't say how. It says 260 calories, but it doesn't say how many ounces.
I want more rice, but should we try the coffee?
Oh yeah. And you can see the Russian tank didn't completely disappear, but it did lighten up a little bit. And Saddam, we only have half a thing of coffee. So Saddam is supposed to disappear and be replaced by an oil rig, but you can only see half the oil rig, and Saddam's still partially visible. So G will be the authority on the coffee. A little more of this. Cool. That good?
I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, tastes great. Can I try it with the Sky Bar? Whatever it is.
It's funny how much the coconut comes through on that, since it's just coconut oil. Actually, let me see if I can. It does have 3 segments.
Yeah, ration it for
Which
me.
it does
Give me one
come
little
across.
piece.
You can have whatever you want from this one here.
Okay.
I guess I'll give it a try too. Yeah, we're at that point anyway.
Oh my god, I love it. It almost tastes like those wafer cookies. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep, and it does make sense that they have
It's a little heartier.
the 3 crackers because those wafer ones have like 5 or 6 little layers of those tiny little wafers. Yeah, it is like that, and it's nice. It turns out that it sounds like the cream cheese icing is a really good choice because this is really good, but it's also not terribly sweet,
Right.
which is perfect for somebody who doesn't want something really sweet,
It is.
overly sweet. But if you do want the sweetness, you have it right here. What was the word on the coffee?
Delicious.
Oh, good. Yeah, Taster's Choice is definitely a good name as long as it's not sitting around for too long. We've kind of discovered they weren't really a good choice for MREs because. Sorry, folks. Show's over. You go home. You don't have to go home. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Oh,
Don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. Just kidding.
Your stream of consciousness is like shocking.
So of course we don't have light for the introduction
So
of the
Kaylin's
cream
here,
cheese
and
frosting.
she said she likes cream cheese icing on the applesauce pound cake and the spiced pound cake.
That makes sense. Yeah, I remember when Black Dog Bob was first making MREs with MRE Nation. That was one of his things. Was he put in the I don't know if it was cream cheese frosting or if it was. I guess it must have been because it was a new item, and the applesauce pound cake or applesauce cake was a brand new item, which is now in MREs, and it was like totally new then, and somehow he got them too. And that's I totally agree. That is a super winner, adding the frosting to the applesauce cake.
Wait, is this the cream cheese frosting or is this the leche condensada?
Cream cheese frosting.
Okay.
It's
What's the condensed milk thing?
it wasn't gonna. It was just the fact that the
This
this was
okay, gotcha.
condensada, sweet milk flavor. You want to try it?
What is that from Old Smoky Ass? You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
I know. There's that song, "Closing Time."
That's gross.
Closing Time said that, right?
Ew. I don't like that.
Oh, really? Wow. See, you don't like cream cheese frosting either.
I just didn't like it with the cookie. What did you think?
Who was that Train that had that song "Closing Time"? It was a '90s song. It was like "Closing Time."
I love that. That's all we know.
And there's a part where they say that you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. But I think it's from something else too. I think they just used that. But if anybody knows where that originally came from, it's probably just something that people have used forever. Well, that was interesting. That was the first thing Mrs. G has not liked in this.
Oh boy, yeah, give me more rice to.
Perhaps I didn't. Perhaps I didn't mix it up enough. I don't know. Well, you know, we're gonna.
I liked the cookie as is.
Yeah,
When
yeah,
you
that's true, yeah.
introduced something different. It was like.
Yeah, it didn't need it. Like it was just kind of an extra added thing in the ration, and it seemed like the only thing I could think of to put it on. I guess we could put it on the fruit. We could put it on the fortune cookies. But it didn't really seem necessary or anything. What we're going to do is, even though this is between two of us, this is the first time we'll actually do this. We're going to do a smoky thing, and also, I guess, a Steve 1989 thing, and we're going to eat this whole ration. Yep. Britt and Marie, a second super chat.
Oh my god.
Great stream, guys. Never mind tech issues.
That's so sweet.
Thank you. And it almost seems like we're begging for money by having all our stuff break down. But thank you, Britt and Maria. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate you being here, and and the kind words too. Always appreciate it. Yeah.
All right, I'm back on track with the rice.
I'm not gonna.
Loving this MRE.
I'm not gonna add anything. It's I almost feel like, because I usually do like to add salt to things. Yeah, obviously MREs have a lot of salt, but sometimes surprisingly they're bland and they need salt. And a lot of times the white rice dishes do. But there's enough pepper in here that it gives it plenty of flavor.
Oh, definitely.
But you know what? I don't feel like it needs it, but since we're doing a review, I'm gonna see if this like kind of evens out a little bit. It's borderline close to having too much pepper for me.
Yeah, it's very peppery, but that's the
Almost
style
surprising.
Of it. It's fancy like that.
A fancy like. Ba 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 ba.
Oh boy. Red pepper is delightful on it.
Oh, that's right. You did try that.
What about the orange?
Salt doesn't really. It's not really necessary, but doesn't hurt. Yeah, the orange breakfast drink. I'll give you the first try before I gunk it up with my germs. I'll have some beer instead.
It a little bit of it settled on the bottom.
Yeah, that's probably worth giving another stir. I'll use the sport because that doesn't touch any food yet. It's the third time I've stirred it up, but it's been sitting there for a while. Luckily, there isn't anything like the was it the toffee? What was that toffee thing from the ORP? It was like one of the first things I put on the tray, and then it sat there for an hour, and everyone's like, "Eat the damn toffee!"
You know what's up with the toffee? It's still in our fridge.
Oh shoot! I forgot about that.
You did? I've been watching it for weeks.
And you haven't thrown it out?
I
was gonna have it the next day. Oh, Marilyn.
Marilyn,
This is
you're the
Ms. G.
best.
You are the best. No, you are the best. Marilyn
Jinx.
is wonderful. Appreciate that, Marilyn. In addition to moderating,
Wonderful.
you're like giving us super chat too. Appreciate that very much. Thank you, Renee, for mentioning the super chat. Yeah, not like an orange beverage-based powder. It is almost like orange juice. It's definitely a tang, a tang type thing, but it's not that far away from tasting like real orange juice. In my opinion, it's not real orange. I'm not saying it is.
I know you're
I'm just saying compared to like the orange beverage-based powder. I'm getting this look at Mrs. G like.
What was your favorite thing so far? Actually, so far we've done everything except for the fortune cookies.
The fortune cookies and the the grape drink mix, which we didn't do. I'm feeling like we should just to be complete, but you know what? I mean, this is the main, so like it has a lot going for it because it's not just chicken and rice. There's also the cashews. There's also carrots and corn, and then that flavor from the lime pepper, which really does come through, even though it's like the second to last ingredient listed.
Oh my god, my eyes! I thought there was like something new in my bowl here, and it was just the coaster shining through.
So I do think, to finish up that thought, I do think I have to go with the entree as my favorite thing of this. but I really like everything.
Yeah.
And like the only reason I didn't say the soup is because it seems so simple. It's just this like yellow liquid that tastes like cheese and has little bits of broccoli in it. But it is really very good, and I think they really do complement each other
Yeah.
really well. A lot of times, MREs will have entrees, and they'll have a side, or they'll have something else that just doesn't seem to make any sense. And you're like, why? You're like, why did they put this in here? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, putting in tortillas with like, I don't know, say like beef brisket or something. I don't think they do that, but like it's just one of those things that's a head scratcher. And sometimes it's that way with like with the side dish. And this, I don't think I would have said cashew chicken needs a cheese broccoli soup, but it really goes good together.
I like it.
So what was your favorite thing?
I agree. The
Yeah.
rice.
Mm-hmm.
The cashew chicken was my favorite. I'm glad we did that.
Yeah, thanks for voting, everybody. And that was what I was hoping for because, as I said, I'd never had it. I wanted to see what it'd be like. Not the same as what we get from like, Chinese restaurants, but nothing I would complain about as far as a dish that's called chicken and cashews. Oh, I'm sorry, cashew chicken. Cross your fingers. Yeah, we have light. Let there be light. And we'll probably be finishing up anyway, so
Can we open the
need
fortune
to.
cookies?
Why not? No, certainly at least. I'll take the smash one. You can have the
Aw, that's sweet. I was gonna say I'll take this one so you could open this on the screen.
Oh, okay. Thank you then. We're both sweet to each other. And you know what I'm gonna do?
Next time you get really mad at me, I'm gonna say, remember on that stream when you said we're both sweet to each other?
Sometimes.
You. Alright, let's see. See what we got here.
Yeah, let's do this live.
Yummy.
Now this is interesting because this originally was yours.
Oh, it's good.
Your luck will completely change today.
Really?
I'm trying to think if my day has been lucky because that could be a bad thing. Watch. Show. Biao. I don't know. My luck will completely change today. And that's my lucky numbers.
Oh, look
What
at
are you gonna
mine.
Whoa, that's a long one. That's what she said.
Good lord.
You will soon be able to read this. You will soon be surrounded by good friends and laughter. And that sounds like our little community here.
It sure does. All right, winning numbers in case anybody wants to play.
Is mine. I don't feel like this is giving anything away. It's not like a secret code or anything. That'd be funny if somebody actually played these and like won $1 million. All right, now, just for completism, I am going to put some of this cream cheese frosting on the fortune cookie. Which I definitely don't think a fortune cookie needs cream cheese frosting, but I've never had that before, so it sounds like an interesting idea. You know, I'm going to say this actually does taste a little bit weird. I did need it, but it let me see. It's from 2019. Looks like a 294th day of 2019, so it is a few years old. It's possible that cream cheese frosting isn't that. That could have been why you had that severe reaction to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I'm trying to keep in mind that it's cream cheese frosting, not just regular icing. But yeah, it's not great. It's possible that it's nearing the end of its life. But we're nearing the end of the stream.
Yeah, we are. This was pretty efficient, I would say.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna finish all this
This is
stuff.
awesome. What are you gonna do with the orange drink? You just gonna
Drink it.
drink it as is, or are you gonna put anything
Oh,
additional in it?
no, maybe that won't finish that. Maybe I'll put a little something in there. Do we have? We have some vodka, right?
Oh, we've got
Like a
vodka.
screwdriver.
Actually, oh no, we don't. We have rum.
Don't.
Even better.
Yeah, sure.
Fruity.
I was gonna screwdriver though, but. All right, we're gonna be the Clean Plate Society tonight. Clean
Yeah.
Plate Club.
That was delish.
There's a nice big chunk of dried pineapple. Probably my favorite dried fruit.
Is it really? I didn't know that about you.
What's the thing that we get from Trader Joe's? They make oranges. That's something you don't see all the time. Oranges, those are usually good too. But I do like pineapple. trying to think, is there something that we get there? I know
Oh, mangoes. The dried mango we get?
that's for the little monster. I'm not crazy about that.
Uh-huh.
That is the main thing we got on a regular basis from there.
Mm.
I'll save these for the kids. I hope we know what to expect from them. But let's see, what else were we talking about?
You were talking about dried fruit that you like from Trader Joe's, which I don't.
Yeah,
I have no clue.
I'm probably thinking of
You get freeze-dried
pineapples.
fruit from Trader Joe's.
Papaya, I don't consider myself a fan of,
Mm-hmm.
but I do like dried papaya.
Huh.
I don't know if have I had papaya?
Fresh papaya?
Yeah. Maybe I haven't.
Probably not.
Not something you really see all the time. But yeah, like I said, we're reviewing an Arctic Field Ration, and apparently those are phased out now from Minotaur Trading Company. But I'm looking forward to checking out this new. I gotta get the name down right again. I wonder if they'll shorten it a little bit. The freeze-dried meal combat individual Arctic and mountain. I would like to put out there too that the word Arctic has always bothered me. It seems like it has an extra letter.
Yes.
It seems like it has an extra letter in it. To me, it should be
Arctic.
Arctic. Like the fact that it's an Arctic. And then because of that, I usually put a K at the end of it, and I call it Arctic.
Like architect?
Arctic. Because you say it Arctic, right? Arctic. I usually just say Arctic, but it is Arctic, right? I don't know. It's just a weird word. Sorry.
I'm watching you do this, and the only thing going through my mind is thinking like, okay, is this like an extra
Where's the
dose
rum?
of ASMR stuff at the end just for your
Arctic.
fans?
Tonight we're going to talk about the word Arctic. It's spelled ARCTIC. But should it be ARTIC? Is it Arctic or
Oh, Lord.
Arctic? And if it's Arctic, would you like to put an extra K at the end of it or a T? Arctic? Sorry.
Are you? I don't think you are. I think you're quite pleased with yourself.
Now that I put everyone to sleep. All right, so
Oh,
actually,
my
let's take a
gosh.
look at Mrs. G's cupcake.
All right, let's do it.
And you'll be happy to know I'm not going to put cream cheese frosting on it because it does seem like something may have gone wrong with that one.
Wait, but you've already had one, right? You've already eaten one of the cupcakes?
Yes.
Okay, so this is your.
So it's funny because it doesn't have frosting, but it does. The top does get this crustiness to it.
Mm.
It's like a little crust actually. It really is. Mm-hmm. And then in the middle, it's kind of how would you say it? It's kind of soft, like it's almost like it's undercooked, kind of. You know, it has like it's like puddingy in the middle. Puddingy. Another weird word. So
That's another word.
kind of has a browniness to it.
Puddingy?
We do that all the time in the community.
What did, what'd you say it was like a brownie?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I get that.
I'm actually getting a little full.
Wow. Yep, those are the egg whites.
Yeah.
6 eggs, sugar, a stick and a half of butter, bag of chocolate chips, vanilla, espresso
Recipe.
powder. That's it,
Recipe
baby.
For tastiness.
Yep.
I think we're about done. I think we're gonna be able to finish this up within an hour and a half, which is cool, and hopefully it'll be before the light kicks out again.
Oh my gosh. This was so much fun.
Well, I do want to say thank you for everybody that joined us. I don't know what the
Yeah.
what the highest thing is. We're still up at 32. I think we were up to 43.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
may have been the highest
John
point.
gave you a count earlier. Yeah,
Cool.
it was a good group.
I'm sorry for everybody I didn't say hi to, but
Oh my gosh, so many people at the end.
yeah, I really appreciate everyone being here, and also I want to say appreciate the super chats. Hope we didn't miss anybody. I know we had I wrote it down really fast. I can't remember the first one. Jamie, was it Harold's? Jamie
Hammonds.
Hammonds. Thank you, Jamie Hammonds. Thank you so much, Jamie Hammonds, for getting us kicked off. Mad Jack 815, the Brit MRE, Marilyn, and the Brit MRE.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much, everybody. We really appreciate the super chats. And if anybody thinks about it, I probably shouldn't say it throughout the thing, but if anybody thinks about it, throw up a thumbs up.
Mm-hmm.
No, don't
So
throw
many
up.
thumbs up.
Don't throw up, but
You got 43 likes.
that's good, and we'll probably get a few more that will mention it
Fantastic.
too. And as Smokey always says, hit the reaction, whether it's a thumbs up or a thumbs down, because it still counts in the algorithms, and YouTube's using all that stuff, and even thumbs downs do count for something. So yeah, obviously, I would appreciate a thumbs up, but if you don't like it, then I'm not going to tell you have to do that. And we still have one more
my gosh.
Skyflake bar left too.
Where
It's
did
like a
that come from?
little surprise here, a little surprise ending.
I like those.
Mm-mm-mm.
Those
You
make
should
me
try a
happy.
little bit more because the last bite you had
What?
had the cream cheese icing on
Oh,
it.
yeah.
And you did not have a good reaction to that.
I like this, but I'm a fan of saltines anyway.
Mm.
I love a saltine.
That's-
Saltine
that
with
is
butter
true.
on it. Oh my gosh.
That is true. That's what's nice about this. It's kind of
You just got another super chat from Bourbon Street Joe. Noah.
Bourbon Street Joe. Thank you so much, Bourbon.
Aw.
As I was trying to wrap up.
Thanks for
and-
closing us out on a high note. Wow. Thank you. That's awesome.
Thank you so much, Bourbon Street Joe. And hopefully you'll be available for the next stream. I shouldn't make a promise because then something else will happen, but the next one, I'm really planning on opening up that package. Really looking forward to it. I don't want to say anything else to tease everybody again, so everybody else is wondering where it's at, but it should be a lot of fun. Here's the last bite of the Skyflake. So yeah, it's kind of like an understated, I'm gonna say delicate flavor, but it's not overly sweet, which is why I thought the cream cheese icing would be good on it. And I think it would have been if it was a little bit better, but definitely has a little bit of sweetness to it. And like you said, it is on saltines, unlike those wafer crackers, those wafer cookie things. So the saltine, even though it's not like overly salty, it kind of makes it a sweet and salty little finish to the meal, which is nice.
Delicious. This was nice, and I liked the style of us just like jumping in and doing the review and.
That's like it's always the plan, and it usually doesn't work out that way.
No,
But
I know. Yeah.
But yeah, kind of streamlined a little bit this time, made it a little bit simpler. I mean, when we first started doing these, it was really just to kind of hang out with everybody while the world was shut down. When I figured people were stuck home anyway, and I almost didn't even really feel like doing food. I just kind of wanted to hang out and talk, chat, and see what people are doing, see how everybody's doing, what people are up to. But then you actually got me kind of more on track and being like, oh, what are we going to eat tonight? I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right. We really do need a kind of like a sort of a plan to have something to work around. So it makes some sense, like has kind of a thread going through it.
So you're saying we make a good team?
Of course. So this one was nice because it was really just planning on doing one ration, nothing else to unbox, open up, even though we do have something to open up and we're going to save it for another video. But yeah, just one thing to do and we could talk about it a little bit and try it out. And we ate the whole thing because it was really tasty. I can't say I recommend it, go get it, because it's not available anymore. But it's possible that you'll see this entree in these new FDM CIAMs, which in the middle of it is the MCI, which is what the C rations were actually called, Meal Combat Individual. But yeah, thank you everybody for watching and for joining us. Thank you for the super chats. And we're going to call it a night.
Have a good night, everyone. It's great to see you all.
Because I say
My
that.
favorite part of the show is you closing out.
Yeah, it actually doesn't have the little
Oh boy.
thing to stop it. Oh, here we go. There's the X right here. Sorry, folks. I've been doing this for 2 years now, and I still feel like a newbie.
Good night, everyone.
But yeah.
Happy weekend. Take care of yourself.
Cheers.
Take care of each other. Be well.
It's the long goodbye.
Thanks, Marilyn. Appreciate you as always.
Good night.